Hill and HD, trying to make somewhat of that connection happen in terms of what Nate Hill was able to do with Funk Bomb last week. But I think I may be on the same train as well. Feel free, chat, to let us know what you are thinking. Will it be CLIX and Bugha, or will it be Nate Hill and HD? We're about to find out. We are flying in, and the locations look somewhat similar to what we've seen in the past.
Missed ahead. He hit like one of those like ghost antlers off of that shadow skin too. So unfair. 30 health for CLIX. He does have some minis, but gets taken out once again. That's going to be Bugha. And now CLIX last up from the flank. Comes through and gets one. But if I'm not mistaken, I think there's still one more player around here potentially, but he'll go down, he's going to be able to get
for the long run. And that's what makes this strategy that they do so effective here, is they're not going to need to take much time to change anything should worse come to worst. And right there, a little bit of a chaotic situation. Nate Hill says, it's nothing I haven't seen before. Get the full elim right there, and they've been so efficient as they go to do this. And as I was saying before, the way that they open up their games means they don't have to spend much more time trying to retool their kits, trying to get more materials. And it just makes those rotations that much more efficient. And speaking of efficient, no actions wasted over here as CLIX moves around. A much cleaner engagement than the last one. As I say that, though.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Commentators.
I don't even know where that play. He tricked me up, but yeah, gets tagged up. I do believe that was from a snipe or maybe even a potential headshot. 65 health. Fortunately for him, he is going to get that trusty combat. He didn't have that before, so now it's a game changer to say the least. But I think he loses the wall, breaks out, and rebuilds his own one by one. He looks to overtake potential high ground. He has both the roof as well as that ceiling, so he's got to take control. It's a player looking to edit through, tries to get a shot off, unable to connect, unfortunately. But this player, ever relenting, unrelenting rather, is finally the shot comes through nation and stay alive once again. Now HD on the other side, he gets an engagement. Two players, one player hiding behind the stall, and that's.
Here comes the wall. Here comes the edit. He's just behind you there, HD, and he'll make it happen.
Risky.
Great work, as that's going to be the fifth now for HighDistortion.
Risky play to say the least. You never know when that player's going to have.
Oh, no. They let him go.
Trap on the end. Yeah, they do let him go, but the player's white. A couple more shots, and surely they're going to be able to get that elim. And Nate Hill gets to knock with the rifle from one. He at least cleared some shield off of this guy just down below. As a challenge does come in. Luckily, this player is going to challenge and not dip out, and that's going to be one knock. Player just down below two. A little juke, and he's got to watch out. Doesn't want that player to hop off, and he doesn't, as Bugha is going to get dropped himself. And now CLIX, he's got to go for the revive. Continue as the boogie bomb does come through. It's going to connect. He's going to get a full elim there, plus a heavy snipe if he so decides to grab it, but can't waste any more time. Player continues to push forward. But the longer he engages, the less time he's going to have to get his teammate's card. Meanwhile, Nate Hill, he's going to get tagged up a little bit as well, as HD's going to get another elim. But CLIX, on his side, is handling his business.
The boogie bomb lands just before the structures get there. Coming from the skies, lovely work from CLIX right now. All things considered, the enemy is all turned around. Coming, another player, HD is going off right now. And now in toward the Fatal Fields area, there comes a
converging in here. CLIX is going to try to play spoiler here, and Nate Hill finally
Are you kidding me?
Knocked.
It took 2 Friday Fortnites to get to this moment.
Another conversation about whether or not someone is human. Might want to switch over to this one. CLIX again with another knock, and elim and kicking them down the hill for good measure. Currently sitting at 13. There are only 3 left available, and at the very least, CLIX knows where one of them is.
Yeah.
Are we really going to see CLIX slay out here? This one looks
certain.
Oh,
no.
Again, all turned around. Busy setting up the trap, and we're
angry.
He said, I've been knocked? What is this about? What is all this going on?
I heard 25 to something.
I think it was 17.
If that's
maybe?
the case, that is a nice lead going into game number 2.
25 to 17 advantage coming into game number 2. Favor toward Nate Hill and HighDistortion, as they are now 1 map away from becoming your Week 6 champions.
Could, in fact, work with it. You see the body shot coming in for 66 and 132 for the headshot. Not bad at all. Taking his time on the outside. but he's worrying me, right? He's not moving. He doesn't have a lot of mats to his name, and he's finally going to get pushed. Unfortunately, Ramp's just above him, and does he have enough of his inventory to rock this fight out? If he does go down, will Bugha be able to make his way over and help him?
HD, and it's Nate Hill. They're watching this partake, and I think they're trying to take some pop shots from afar, trying to do some damage, but want to allow for him to maybe fall at this moment. I like that situation, but here comes the trap, and a wonderful play coming through from CLIX, but he's not done. A second one just on the roof.
Danger. And you see right here, that's another knock. Finds another one.
Oh.
Full-on elim, and I know that's 3 on one side. I believe CLIX had 5. That might be
Me off guard, and here comes the near edit. Waits for the enemy to go first, but no. Actually, it's Bugha who takes down one with the rifle. Now up close with a shotty, and CLIX makes it happen, but there's not about to be another enemy. Surely no, the edits. Fantastic work for CLIX, as there is another one. We talked about it was Bugha. He's got to be trusted in the situation. Would CLIX be able to make the rotate?
But luckily, he's going to be coned in. He'll be down to one shot. Pickaxe comes through, but the pump's so deadly.
Again to fall, and keep in mind, a lot of work to be done. Some shield loss coming in from Nate Hill. Can he get the opportunity to go for these minis? Using that burst the way that it's intended to be, to pretty much claw through the structures. As HighDistortion very low on health, trying to give some calls to Nate Hill. A big moment for him, and HD goes down.
Gosh,
but
HD.
Nate Hill is not stopping, trying to do some damage, and thankfully takes down another one. Giving the markers, giving the...
Take over high ground and continue to pursue this, or drop down and get HD's card. Well, he's going to go for the pursuit. No reason to get HD's card if you can't finish off the last opponent that you're currently facing off against.
Wow.
Full elim coming through. RPG drops him, but there's definitely potential for him to do so. But up close and personal, CLIX, he's going to get a knock.
Another player just noticed toward the top side, and look at that cone. Perfect placement. The enemy trying to escape from what seems to be the inevitable advantage that they were distanced toward, and look at that, 25-7.
They need every
in just
elimination.
this game. And as you guys were pointing out, right, for Nate Hill and HD, they have to play perfect if they want to stay alive and want to and pretty much close this one out.
Game left to be played, but the way CLIX is playing right now, I feel like we could play 5 or 6 of these sets and it would still end the same way. Another knock, and Nate's going to try to get down there. Maybe get the elim, but Bugha gets an...
Unfortunate. Going to take some fall damage. Not as bad as it could have been. As that's going to be one melt up.
Just down the trap. Taking down one, which is nice, but we talk about it. Too little, too late. Sniper shots are lovely. What a play.
As of last week to this week, so this would be the first game they've dropped from the guys who have made such a great bracket run through the losers. And let's listen.
Welcome back, folks. It's time for our confirmed final series here for Friday Fortnite 2019, week number 6. As it's Nate Hill and HighDistortion facing off against CLIX and Bugha.
Ways go over towards Salty, and that's a main reason why you started seeing players, instead of going directly into Salty, which was incredibly popular back even in the
early, to make a play happen, maybe responding to something that HighDistortion was saying. Not able to steal that one. Really saw what Bugha and CLIX were able to bring to the table, and I wonder at what point are they going to try that this time too.
It made it happen. Now over towards Mega. They've been very successful in this location. Taken over to high ground, stinks to make the opponent rotate out and immediately focus.
Rotations are. They're going to try to move somewhere around like that, but they have not been rotating nearly as well.
CLIX, an opportunity to get 2 free ones, but look
Nate
at that.
Hill.
Nate Hill just comes in and steals one right out from underneath him.
And then HD stole another.
My goodness, that was such a big opportunity, and Nate Hill starting to heat up a little. I was waiting for that moment when Nate Hill managed to get that heavy sniper rifle. CLIX had the kill pretty much in hand, and he took it over. And now that thing in the inventory, it's definitely doing some damage. However, also losing some HP himself. Nate Hill has to be careful, and CLIX actually steals that one right up from underneath him. Back and forth we go. Constant elimination.
The attack going through CLIX. He's going to be the first one to engage.
Great damage already coming in from CLIX, being the entry for the team and showing a ton of success, a ton of promise.
And this is where they found all those elims, and now Nate locked in a very dangerous fight here. Does get the trap, but hasn't found the knock just yet. Now down to 4, and once again, Nate Hill down in this.
And veteran-like esports history, can he pull off one more? Already coming through, taking down one. Like we discussed, not a whole lot of mats left, but can he make a lot of work happen? There's another one just in front of him, brought down to 9 HP. Has to be careful with the trap that could be coming in from the opponents, and there goes HighDistortion. Nate Hill falls. He tries to come in for the escape. He tries to come in for the clutch, but to no avail. It does not happen. And for CLIX SEN BUGHA, here is your chance. You were up by 4 just a few moments ago. Do not let this one slip. And CLIX already brought down to 4, but quickly.
It's all about adding on the extra credit. All the points they can get will make them that much closer to the.
But he's going to go ahead and land straight onto this individual, into the trees. And
How's it
now
going,
it's
buddy?
a matter of who's going to be landing first and gets the first shot. Well, gets tagged up a little bit, but I think he got the better end of the bargain.
Influential, how crucial these final few frags are, wanting to distance themselves as much as they can. They respect Nate Hill and HD. It's not as if, whatever this game kind of, it isn't really the most important. No, they realize they have to try to distance themselves as much as they can to make their lives that much easier. And they know that the opposition, if given the opportunity, will make that one a fun game. But on every single elim since our conversation of, if they take down everybody that's left in the lobby, they'll be up by 21. In this situation, to be 19. They've taken every single person and are only going to continue. As there's one more toward the top side. Bugha, like you mentioned, Taylor, one of the last few players up. As
still tags coming through. Are you kidding me, Bugha? 1v1 situation. And I understand you're going to have a great game too. But brother, you got to win this 1v1. This is it. This is like the world championship right here, apparently. And he finally does it. Player 303 goes down, or 306. What an ending. But that's going to be a 19 elimination lead going in to game number 2. Drop on the drop ship outside of Fatal and then push into Fatal, and then they clear out both of those areas. I think that's the only way to go about it.
Well, there is somewhat of a blueprint that's already been established. We saw Camo and Aqua pull off a crazy near comeback.
Is he dropping Neo tilted?
Versus this particular squad, and it looks as if Nate Hill and HD realize what the situation may look like.
Nobody
and Nate
went
Hill decides to go ahead and ditch it, which, interesting, right? Because this is the call. You have to keep in mind that bus path. Where are players dropping? No one goes Neo. No bueno. Not the greatest call, but has to be careful, and thank goodness. Nate Hill finds the first one, but there's a sneak attack just off to the side, and that is the worst position that you can find yourself in.
Nate?
No.
No, surely not.
No, there's no way.
I don't even know if he's going to be able to survive this.
He looked up. Come on, HD. You got to win this engagement. Up close and personal. Takes a lot of damage, 54. And he's going to be forced to pop a mini. And he was looking, or I don't know what he was looking at, to be quite honest with you, but that Yeti just pushed in full send and almost took out HD. The solo squad got himself. A player in the corner quickly finds him, and he goes clutch it out. If he doesn't, HD and Nate Hill are going to finish in second and lose, and CLIX and Bugha is going to finish in first place for their first ever Friday Fortnite championship. But a pump comes in, the attack on up top, but unfortunately does not have the high ground. Player edits through, playing around with HD, brings him down to 48 health, now 2, and HD is gone. HD and Nate Hill are going to finish in second place, and CLIX and Bugha have the most consistent run, the best run through loser bracket.
Our final standings are here. Your first-time champions, Misfits' own CLIX and Sentinels Bugha, as they are your Friday Fortnite 2019 Week 6 champions. A very respectable second-place finish. Nate Hill back-to-back grand finals. Wanted to be the first 2-time Friday Fortnite 2019.